Hello and welcome to my channel. Today's video is about alternative to IELTS. So there are so many people that IELTS has stressed them and they don't even know that there is an alternative, even those that are living in the UK. The last video I made, I did ask people who wanted me to film this. So let me know in the comment section, and a couple of them reached out to say I should make a video about this. So that is the reason for today's video. My name is Evelyn and I make videos about working in the UK, living in the UK, and immigration news basically. So if this kind of content interests you, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss any video from this channel. So we'll get straight into today's video. We'll be talking about what this alternative to IELTS is, how it works, how to apply, the documents you would need, the fee and the time frame, as well as the downside to this alternative. So what I'll be focusing on today is ECCTIS, ECCTIS. They were formerly called NARIC. They offer visa and nationality service, and they are approved by Home Office for English language proficiency services. Let me put it that way. So how does it work? If your degree was taught in English, you can actually use this service. If you're looking to have a skilled worker visa or student visa, whether you're in the UK or not, you can also use this service. Your qualification will have to be comparable to a bachelor's degree in the UK. So there are some qualifications that you cannot use, and we'll get to that shortly. Okay. Now let's talk about how to apply. I would leave my screen recording on either side of the video so that you can see what I'm doing. So on the screen, you can see you click the apply button here. Basically, you go on the website. I will link the website in the description box. Click on it and then you register as an individual. It will just ask you basic title, surname. I don't want to fill this up because I already have an account with ECCTIS and I've already used my email. So you just fill up these details, your email, your first name, and the rest of them, and then you register. After registration, you would need to confirm your email address. So they'll send you a link. You click on it to confirm, and then you fill the rest of the information. Then they'll ask you to continue. Please select which service you're looking to apply to. Click Visa and Nationality Services. So you will click Continue to Visa and Nationality Portal. Then it will take you to where you say Start your application. And then you just follow up from there. It will take you to this place where it gives you options of which service would you like to apply to. So is it English language proficiency, or is it visa and nationality PhD verification? So there are a lot of services that they have here for UK visa and nationality thingy. So select which one applies to you and click on it. There are different prices for each of them. When you register, it will take you, I can't go further than that. When you register, you will see the point where you would need to upload documents. Here are the documents that you would need to apply from their website. You see, you need your final certificate upon completion of your qualification, official transcript showing all subjects and grades achieved throughout your studies, a medium of instruction letter by the awarding institution. I will explain everything in details because I've done it myself, so that's why I'm able to tell you. And then a passport or photo ID, and then evidence of change of name. So for the certificate, if you have an HND, I don't think it is equivalent to a bachelor degree in the UK. So HND might not fly. Okay. It might not fly. But if you have a bachelor degree, like proper BSc or B whatever that you have, that can work. You will need the original certificate. Then you would need transcript. Now there's something I went through myself, like when uploading the document, there was an issue I had. I had all my hard copies with me. They will need you to scan it and send to them. So I scanned them and sent, but then they kept saying that, oh, you need to see the four corners of each of the, we need to see the four corners of each of the documents. Oh, it's not very clear. Oh, it's blurred. Oh, can you send another one? Can you this and that? It was it was really, really frustrating because there's a way you will scan the document and they might be thinking that you're actually forging the document. At some point, they had to ask me to send hard copies to them. The school had sent me a soft copy, but that didn't fly because they needed, and in fact, the thing was a bit blurry. Actually, they were right. It was a bit blurry, and they needed the school to send it directly to them, not even what I had. So this is a bit tricky because they are trying to just avoid some of these forgeries and some of these flaws that comes with these services. Eventually, I had to contact my school again to send my transcript directly to them. And trust Nigeria, you know how the whole process was very, very difficult. Before I could get my transcript, I had paid. Can you people just please send this transcript to this? And I was running out of time because I had paid for this service. I think, no, I hadn't paid. They will not accept your money, or we'll get to the payment option. I hadn't paid and it was taking so long. I had paid. Please, can you send the transcript? I won't be able to reach the transcript department. Some days they are not answering. So it was hectic. If you want to do this, what I would advise is for you to just, if you're in Nigeria already, or if you're in your location where you studied, then it is really important that you're going to the office, let them see you, because I was here in the UK and trying to make all these phone calls that was not working. So eventually they sent it. I had to send through DHL, the quickest method so far. And when they received it, they confirmed to me that they have received. So these are some of like the downsides, some things to look out for when you are uploading this document. You have to upload it in a certain way to make sure that all the four corners are showing. It is not blurry, it is clear, showing your face. And I think for where I schooled, they have my photo ID on the transcript, which made it a lot easier. And the people that did before me did not go through all of this. In fact, it was express for them. But when it got to my turn, I think people were beginning to be funny with things. So they became a lot stricter. Yeah, they became a lot stricter. And that was why I had to suffer some of these things that I suffered. And I'm trying to tell you my experience so that you know exactly what I went through. Then you also need a passport, a photo ID. That is pretty straightforward. So for my certificate, I used my maiden name, but I'm now married and my application was not in my maiden name. I was using my current name, which is my husband's name, as my surname. So I needed to show evidence of change of name. Now the hard copy, let me be clear, the hard copy they needed wasn't my passport. It wasn't my it wasn't my photo ID. They were satisfied with all of that. The only thing they needed was my transcript original. My certificate was fine. So they did not ask for it. So it's only the transcript that had an issue. So they had to ask for transcript. An original letter from, where is this? Where is that letter? A medium of instruction letters. When they printed it, it wasn't very clear. So they had to ask that the school send it to them directly. So the school sent those two documents to them. It was just the transcript and the instruction letter. So back to what I was saying. I gave them evidence of my change of name, loaded my marriage certificate, something to show why I changed my name. So if your name has changed, you have to upload evidence of change of name. And if you have any other supporting documents that will help, upload it as well. And then upload, yeah, it's even here. Marriage certificate, deed poll, as well as valid identification of your current legal name, such as passport or driver's license. So me, I already had the marriage certificate and the court affidavit that I had sworn while I was in Nigeria. I uploaded those two in that section for change of name. And they said that please note that these documents are necessary to begin the application process. However, our team may ask for that supporting document to assist with our assessment. It was hard. When I put it, they say, oh, we need more information, more information, more info. If you follow what I've told you now, you would not need to be going back and forth with them. And then we'll talk about the price and the time frame. Normally, IELTS, the cost in UK, I don't know if it's everywhere. The cost I've seen in the UK is slightly, not even slightly, it's higher than ECCTIS. The lowest price you can see for IELTS in the UK is 190 pounds. For ECCTIS, the price is 140 pounds plus a £7.50 for downloadable e-statement. So that is how much it will cost. And when it comes to time frame, it is 10 working days, but there is priority service. I had to pay for priority service because of all the back and forth. Initially, I wanted to do the 10 working days because I had time. But when they give you a COS, they will give you a time that COS will expire if you don't use it. So this was me thinking, okay, I'll just apply, and in the next 2 days or in the next 10 days, I'll get my certificate of English language proficiency. But because of the back and forth, I had to pay for priority service, which cost me about 300. It was more than 300 pounds. I'm not sure of the fraction, but it was about either 320 or 360, about that. So if we convert how much is a pound to your currency, you would know how much it will cost you for priority service. And I had my certificate. I think they finished the assessment in 24 hours or 48 hours. I cannot get to that page now, really, because I can't log in anymore. It's been a while. So it took about between 24 and 48 hours. They told me everything was fine. And they told me that they are sending my certificate via my chosen medium of delivery. Now, if I find my certificate, if it's close by, I will show you the screen recording and all the emails that they sent to me so that you see exactly how it looks like. Now, the downside to this is UK visa and immigration definitely accept ECCTIS. If you have the certificate from ECCTIS, they accept it. But there are some care homes that may not accept it. What you can do about this is, when you see a vacancy or you're interested in any vacancy, there's always a phone number most of the time. On most companies in the UK have a phone number and email you can reach them with. Phone, or if you're a student, you can phone your school or email them and ask if they need English language proficiency, which they always do. Do you accept a certificate of English language proficiency from ECCTIS? The last video I posted a few days ago about care homes that are hiring nurses and care assistants, there was one particular one that mentioned, if I find it, I'll put it in the screen. There's one particular one that mentioned that they do accept a certificate of proficiency from ECCTIS. So just phone them and ask so that you don't start processing this. It's expensive. IELTS might be the standard, but this is an easier way, honestly, because the whole hurdle of writing IELTS, preparing for it, and some people, you write and you not pass, you write and you not. So if you have a bachelor's degree, why not just switch it? And if you were taught in English, I didn't speak about the medium of instruction. I'm sorry about that. I kind of skipped it. So for the medium of instruction letter from your school, they would mostly say, some people actually told me they used a letter from the registrar. From those of you from my part of the world know how difficult it is to even go through the registrar's corridor, much less moving into their offices and asking for these letters if you're not there. I used a letter from the dean of my faculty, which was an easier one for me, and it was accepted. Okay, so a letter from your dean of faculty can be accepted, but I wouldn't advise you to use a letter from your HOD, because that is more like a little bit of a lower ranking. So your dean of faculty is higher up there, or if you have access to the registrar easily, good for you. If you have access to the VC, good for you, but let it not go below the dean of your faculty. So that was what I did. Yeah, so that's it, guys. That's the alternative to IELTS. There's another one they call PTE. I'm not very conversant with that. I've not done much research on PTE. There are some places that accept PTE as well, but it's also like IELTS. You have to write the exams. Some care homes accept PTE, but most of them will always say ECCTIS and IELTS. I don't know much. I don't know much about PTE. Yeah, so I will not say much about that. But those are some of the alternatives to IELTS that you will find out there. Has this video been helpful? Please let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe and share with everyone. I plan on going live because that has been another request. I've not just had the time, to be honest. It's not really easy coming out here and doing these videos and working full time, but I plan on going live one of these days. I will put out a public post on YouTube here so that you see it, and then depending on the topic that has been requested, I will come and watch and ask your questions, and then we can interact with each other. All right, I'll see you in my next video. Stay cute. Bye bye.